The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
Eric's Family Barbecue has arrived and is simply the best barbecue in Arizona. Come satisfy your taste buds with meats that are smoked over mesquite wood and sides that are made with fresh ingredients and tons of love. They have the best, juiciest brisket, pulled pork, rib sausage, turkey, or everyone's favorite, the Pitmaster sampler that includes all the meat and 4 sides, mac and cheese, potato salad, coleslaw, corn, or beans, yum. And for dessert, try some creamy banana pudding, amazing. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip, you won't be sorry. Dine in or take it to go. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more info.
It's something. Check out Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast at 98kupd.com.
My mom wouldn't let me do that, but my other friends could, and I was getting mad about it. That one was probably a mile and a half. Rhodes was probably, from where I was, maybe 3 miles, maybe a little more.
I would say it's about a 25-minute walk.
Get her on her hoof.
Nothing.
If I had a 25-minute walk, they wouldn't have had bus service within like 20 minutes of the school. Like, they didn't even offer a bus ride to kids that close. They have buses from Hopi to like a couple hundred feet. And they stop the buses now, and you're required to pick your kids up. You got to get these little angels back in there. I don't know how we got off on this, but I'm mad at your kids. Yeah. Would Kirby throw a fit? Do you think you could walk home? Would she be mad?
I don't, maybe sometimes, but like right now, sure. It's kind of hot.
Sorry, you live in Arizona, kid.
Yeah.
Get used to it. I remember I used to walk from Dobson to my house on Extension in Guadalupe, and I'd have like $1. And it was the worst decision I made several times, that I'd go into the Taco Bell on the way home and get a beans and cheese for 99 cents. And I don't know why I got that, because the last half of the walk was a belly full of beans and cheese. It was just disgusting.
You loved it.
Oh, I hated it. But I needed like some protein or something.
That's why you kept going back.
I just liked the taste.
Just a routine.
I got to get my taco. I had $1. I wanted to spend my $1. $1 left because I don't know why I had $1, but I almost always had $1. It was gross. And then me and James Wiggins would do that. Walk back and we'd get a Taco Bell and get a beans and cheese. Heck yeah. We'd walk every day. In our Z Cavaricis and our disgusting outfits, sweating our asses off. That's why America's kids are so big. The parents put too much
walking to school.
Walking to school.
It's got to be a little bit of a factor.
Huge part of it. We went everywhere on our bikes walking around. It was a struggle. My parents would scream at me like, you can't go I wasn't allowed to cross 2 major streets, one at a time. That's it. So if I crossed Southern, that was the last one. And it was always in my head. Ridiculous. Anyway.
Well, when you went to Rhodes, you had to cross.
I had to cross Dobson was the big one.
Well, when you're on Extension, you would have to cross.
Well, going from that direction,
and
baseline. Yeah. When I came from when we moved on Extension Guadalupe, that was the big one. I'd ride to AJ's house. AJ and I would hop on the bikes, and then sometimes we'd walk. That had to be more than 2 miles at least. About
got to be almost 3.
Yeah, about 3. Yeah, and that was encouraging. Like there was a
I wonder
slew
if
of
the
kids
school would
walking.
let her
walk home.
Yeah, I'll have to know the policy after.
Really?
If we approve it that she can walk home, then I think it's okay. They have to know.
Why?
Just because I think once they leave the campus, they need to know that someone is responsible for her afterwards.
Because the parents will bitch.
They would be liable. Like, you weren't watching our kid.
That's
crazy.
ridiculous. I mean, I get it, but Jesus.
That's dumb. And again, I've seen your kids. There aren't enough perverted kidnappers to look at 5% of the kids out there are decent looking, like kidnappable. I wasn't one of them. I'm not going to say I was one of them. That's why I was allowed to walk everywhere. My mom, Father Dale was in there raping everybody at my school, and I never even got a sniff of it.
That was the safety spot.
That was That was a place kids went to stay safe. That was the one where everybody's like, my parents will pick me up at St. Tim's at 4:30.
Nothing happens
No,
there.
It was a good old-fashioned rape party, and then I'm there, I'm hoofing home. Never was I in jeopardy. This giant watermelon head on a toothpick floating home looking like one of those sunflowers that dances when the songs are on. The pipe cleaner body. And like, no abductor, kidnapper. My parents knew it. Nobody's going to steal him, trust me. But I was light enough to get stolen. I see most of your kids, the ones that need walking most, nobody's picking them up. That's a fight. There's a kid in my neighborhood. I just saw him for the first time. Jesus Christ, $3.50 if he's a pound. and he's walking back and forth. I don't know where he's going, but he walks a little bit. That's the first time I've seen him. He just came out of hiding.
Did your parents let your sister walk? Her being a girl and all that kind of stuff, or
she never wanted to. And here's the thing: she was sort of slutty, so she always got rides. Like from 8th grade on, guys who were 16 would show up in yellow Camaros and take my sister to school. I didn't know how that worked. I got one ride home when I was 15 from a guy named Scott.
Then that one day when the Lincoln with the spoked wheeled trunk came up and pulled up, that was Dan was like, that's it.
Dan never saw it. Dan was gone before we left
Guy
for school.
comes out with a feather in his hat.
Yeah. Oh,
wide grin.
I'll tell you right now.
It's Daner here.
That probably happened. That more than likely occurred that a pimp, what you're insinuating is my sister was a hooker for a little bit. And you know what? You get no fight from me. A pimp probably did pick her up. But my dad was gone at 4 in the morning and came back at 6 at night. So he never saw the pimp parade that came screaming in to pick my sister up for school. And that started in 4th grade. Again, my sister's nickname in 4th grade was Mother Jugs. She was sent home from school in 4th grade because they're like, you got to put on a bra. This is ridiculous.
jeez.
So she developed huge cans. And when I found out her nickname was Mother Jugs, trust me, it was never ending. 2nd grader going, hey, Mother Jugs, because we had to walk to the same bus stop in West Virginia. It was great. But we walked. Yeah, my sister was allowed to walk, but she never had to.
Oh, okay.
You're blonde, kind of a bimbo. You got big cans in 8th grade. You're getting rides. And evidently giving them as well. It was a different time. I don't know, are there still 8th grade whores? My buddy Todd.
Sure.
My buddy Todd, who you guys met.
Yeah.
At the Cha-Ching Chavez thing. He's the one who hit me to the idea that sex was happening at Rhodes. This was news to me in like such a huge way.
It seemed like if you at the time, there'd be like 6 people. That like one friend that you would know about. Like, really?
Yeah. Oh, I had no idea. And then I coached.
Tell me more.
I coached that basketball team of 13-year-olds in the year 2000, and they're wearing all those bracelets. I'm like, what is that? Well, you get blown by every girl, and then she gives you your bracelet. I'm like, excuse me, you do what now? What grade are you in? 7th. I'm like, what did you just say? Yeah, each girl has gives you her color, and you got to get all the colors of the rainbow. And this kid had like 5 of them. I'm like, Jaron, you're just missing indigo and orange. I know.
I'm working on it.
I'm working on orange. You've been blown by. I haven't been blown by 5 girls.
My messed up sex chart.
That kid was killing. Yeah. Honestly, at that time, that was the year 2000. Jaron and I were tied in blowjobs. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had him by 1. And that was yeah. I was 28. This kid's 13. He's got now whether he's telling the truth or not. But if you're going to lie, go for all 7. He had 5 things, and he wasn't the only one on the team. I'm asking, like, guys, I don't want you to wear your rainbow blowjob bracelets when we're on the court, if you don't mind. Oh man, we're not allowed to wear. No, you're not allowed to wear this. And it was like the badge of honor for these guys. They're getting blown in 7th grade.
My messed
drawing
up
pubes on.
Religious, moral sex chart.
Yeah.
Was like, well, you could probably go under the shirt. And,
oh, yeah. Oh.
But that's fine. If clothes came off, okay.
Oh.
But no intercourse until marriage.
If I touched a bare boob at all in 7th grade, it would have been, I immediately just circled the earth. Just one orbit around the earth. I had no clue you were allowed to do it. That Denise girl started to show me her boobs. She was in 8th, and I was going into 7th, and I didn't know what to do with them. Just touch them. Put your mouth on it. I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea. I think you should probably just stare at them.
I'll stick to it.
I was worried. I was worried that I would. This is truly what I was worried about. That milk would, and I would drink someone else's milk, and then I would get sick, and then my mom would know, and the doctor would say, "Were you drinking booby milk?" Denise across the street said, I didn't know what happened. I just knew that they were for milk, so I assumed that milk always came out, and that's why guys wanted to do that. Like, it must taste good, but I don't want to drink your milk, just in case there's a counter reaction. What are you talking about? What comes out of them? I don't know. I think milk. I think we're both in trouble. I want to go home with milk all over my mouth. My mom will know. Were you drinking milk in that bush? But that's when I drew the pubes on with the blue pen. Because I didn't have any in 7th grade. I don't know how everybody had blowjobs. Options. Anyway. Today, tell your little rat angel kid he's walking to school and see what he does. Because it used to be a dream of mine. That was a great day. not having mom pick me up or me off.
There
My
was
mom
no-
didn't
I mean,
want to drive me.
Just doing it in the Midwest. At least you had, there's some tough days in the
I don't know.
in the winter.
Here's the other thing.
But you did. I mean, it was fun too. But sometimes you get distracted. If there's a lot of snow, you end up getting a snowball fight or whatever.
Sure, you're goofing
That was
around
fun.
and you get in trouble.
Yep.
Here's the other thing. Have your stupid kids walking to school. Pick some weeds along the way. Then two birds.
Give them a jug of Roundup.
Yeah, give them some poison. Kids are good with that. That might be. I might have to step in on that one. But if you got a kid who's well trained in the exterminating field, have him do some Roundup on the way over. Just bend over and pick a weed. Yeah, I don't get it. Anyway, this is why I couldn't be a father in 2021. I was so happy. My buddy Wynn and I went to Eric's family barbecue the other day, and he was talking about his kids, and he goes, "That's a belt." And I'm like, God, it's nice to hear that. It's really nice to hear that. Kid does that. That's a belt at my house. He's this kid acting up, and I'm, damn it. And he goes, I don't beat him. He goes, all I have to do is unbuckle it. I'm like, that's it. The threat of violence makes a kid a better kid.
So you went to Eric's?
Yeah.
Did bitch-ass Toledo go?
No, Winston won't go with him.
Really?
No, Winston would not go if Toledo was there.
Man.
No, he would not.
Black man turned down barbecue?
Oh, no, black man went. Toledo. Oh, yeah, or you're saying like
Yeah.
if Toledo went. Yeah, Toledo will make a black man hate barbecue. Jeez. That's a T-shirt. Yeah. It makes a white woman hate oral sex and a black man hate barbecue. I don't know how he's done it. Actually, he's made a white woman hate men. His ex-wife's a lesbian now. And he'll turn you. He will turn you from your true love. Don likes ladies, and Winston will eat mayonnaise if Toledo's around. I need that shirt. Dick Toledo will make a black man hate barbecue. Yeah, he said he couldn't go. He wouldn't go. It was good, though. It's worth the drive, Avondale. But it was fun. And Anthony's such a good dude. Anyway, I digress. But yeah, he said that. He's like, yeah, it's a belt at my house. The kid better have something wrong with him, or the belt's coming off. They don't talk like that. He goes, it works. Like, that's a beautiful thing. And his kids are walking stuff. Anyway, good luck. Brady, Kirby's walking home today.
I like that idea.
Yeah, I mean, she was sleeping next to your bed up until a year and a half ago. You think you can really follow through with this?
Oh, what?
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, Kirby used to sleep next to Brady and Ronnie's bed up until she was about 12.
Oh, man.
9.
No.
9.
Brady.
9.
You lied to us several times about this. This is a lot later than 9.
She used to nest.
She'd build a little bed
9.
at the base of their bed. It was later than 9. We've got tapes. We'll go back. It's only a couple of years. It's just before COVID. And we're like, did you kick her out?
Just before COVID?
Yeah, it was right before COVID.
What the?
Yeah, she slept on the floor.
No.
That's why in Jose Mesa's cartoons, Kirby's always the bed.
Okay, all right. Now it makes sense.
Because if it was 9, that would have been 4 years ago. People would have forgotten. Nobody's forgetting this. It was a couple of years ago. 11, 12, right before her. Because that's what brought on the tomato pants discussion. Like, she's about to be a lady, and she still sleeps next to mom and dad's bed. And when Brady would leave for work, she'd get in the bed with Ronnie. You shouldn't nest in a while because she's grown. Now she's got to walk home. Kirby, you're walking home from school today. Uncle John said so. Uncle John will pick you up today. Right in front of your house. Meet me there.
Shammarie said, what's the big deal? Should only take her 5 steps to get from school
Exactly.
to home, so.
Just step up. That was easier than I thought, Daddy. In fact, all the kids that rode on my feet were very happy with the walk home. She's transport. Anyway, sorry about that. And pick up some weeds on the way, kids. Get your kids to do stuff. Your kids don't do anything. Lazy bums. Take their iPad away and make them do some weeding.
Yeah.
Call the city in the news, you weirdos. Let's get a wake-up song. I have to apologize to the suits. I'm going to apologize to our corporate.
Right.
Do you think it's time I did that? Are you on their team now? You just switched sides?
No, I don't.
I'm going to apologize to the suits. I'll tell you why in a second.
Oh, man.
About the contest. I have to admit a certain part of me was incorrect, and I have to step up and say, as hard as I've been on them for this silly contest that they're making us do, I have to step up and say this part was incorrect, and I apologize, suits.
Well,
the app still stinks. I'll tell you that. It's theirs. They still have to fix that app. And to their credit, they're making phone calls saying, yeah, we didn't expect you guys to blow it up as much as you did. So they got people doing server stuff and all sorts of things to make the app not crash. By the way, it's still going to crash today. No question. So when we start the contest at 7 o'clock this morning for $1,000 for that hour or half hour,
just keep trying.
It's going to crash. Yeah. Just reset. Keep trying. You'll get through. or not. It's up to you. I mean, you did great numbers yesterday. Again, we still were 10 times bigger than any other station in this contest. And I don't have a number on how much we had, or if we did yesterday.
Yeah,
but we've gone multiple winners every day.
That's going to go quiet.
Comes Toledo. I think he might have it.
2 more yesterday? Phoenix had 4 winners yesterday?
Alt got one and Kiss.
Alt got another one? This is a rigged deal.
Now the suits are back in.
Yeah. Well, I'll be mad at him for that. But the thing I'm upset about yesterday is we'll get to it in a second.
All right.
Give us a wake-up song, 585-9800, and we'll scream it together. It's 98 KUPD. Wake up!
98.
What?
98.
No way.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.